everyone. So for today's sequence, I'm focusing it around planks, forearm planks, high planks, side planks, planks. So because today's a little more intense, I would recommend that if you guys are still working on stability and developing core strength, that perhaps you guys cannot use the balls, but have them handy anyway in the event that you feel inspired and you want to add them, because we're going to keep your palms grounded onto the floor. So I want you guys to work on clean transitions, and when you guys feel comfortable that you have your transitions under control, then you can start adding the balls. So for me, I'll be using the balls throughout the practice. So let's go ahead and get started. Get your timer going and let's work out for 20 minutes. So let's begin in child's pose. You want to separate the knees wide, big toes touch behind you, sink your hips towards your heels, and just let the forehead rest onto the floor and take a moment here. And let's make our way up on top without using the balls first. Just a little bit of cat-cow. Inhale, scoop up the chin. And exhale, tuck your chin. Right, tuck the toes, tuck the belly, roll it in. Release out the toes. Inhale, scoop up the tailbone, chest, chin. And exhale, tuck the toes, belly, chest, chin. Inhale again, scoop it up. And exhale, scoop it back in. Inhale again, scoop it up. And exhale, scoop it back in. Just a couple more of those, you guys. Inhale again, scoop it up. And exhale, scoop it all in. And inhale, scoop it up. And exhale, scoop it back in. Good. Meet me back to neutral. Now we're going to do a little circular movement. So sink your hips back towards your heels. Move the torso to the left, front, right, and back. And circle around. When you circle around, press onto 10 fingers. Try to alleviate all that pressure onto the wrist. Maybe make the circles go a little wider. And go the opposite direction. Breathe. Okay? And then take a moment here, you guys. Go ahead and tuck your toes, sit up onto the heels. So you can lift the torso. I want to go ahead and add a little bit more mobility here at the shoulders. So stack over here to the left side. Stacking the shoulders, go ahead and circle that right arm one direction. And go ahead and circle it the opposite direction. Switching sides, go ahead and place the right palm down, circling through that left shoulder. And circle the opposite direction. And coming back, now circling to the wrists. And then going the opposite direction. Good, let's go ahead and shake the energy off here. So we're going to go back to tabletop pose, but this time using the balls underneath the palms. Again, if you guys are still working on your planks, I would suggest skip the balls and just work on the planks for now. So for here, I want you guys to notice, when you guys come down for a push-up, we're going to roll the shoulders forward, so when you bend your elbows, you're going to bring it towards the ribs, and then pick yourself back up. So bring yourself to lower, right between the elbows, and then pick yourself back up. Let's do a couple more of those. Come up, forward, bend, come on up. Okay? Good, so I want you guys to work on that. So again, play with it, see if it's, get better control without the balls. Otherwise, again, I'll be practicing with the balls. Stepping out to plank. So if you're still working on your planks, you guys, my suggestion is to stay onto the knees. Otherwise, step your feet back. So think of the spine, your thighs, your legs as one solid board here, you guys. Avoid lifting the hips too high or letting it sink in. So nice and strong here. We pump the palms so you can create this dome between the shoulder blades, squeezing up the glutes and get the calves and your heels pretty much nice and active towards the back wall. Okay, so when you do your push-up here, roll the shoulders forward. So same deal, bend the elbows, sink your ribs between the arms, and then come back up to neutral. So I like to exhale as I come down. And then inhale, lift it back up. 2 more, just like that. Roll forward. Come back up. Roll forward. And come back up. Fantastic. All right, so working on a little bit of forearm plank. So now come down onto the forearms here. Okay? Pressing all 10 fingers to the floor. Same deal here. Reach your shoulder blades towards the sky. Press onto all 10 fingers. And let's hold here for 5 breaths. Again, watch the hips. A couple more breaths. Now modified side plank. Take your left arm, draw it towards the center. So lean over to the left side. So let's stack the shoulders. Let's start with the hips low first. So we could build from here. Then maybe we lift the hips high here. Maybe we lift the right arm here and hold here for 3. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Lower the hips and then come back to center and switch sides. So draw that right arm to the center. Come up to that right elbow. Start off with your hips down to the floor. You can stay here as you work your way up or begin to lift the hips and an option to extend that left arm out. Hold here for 3 breaths. You want your fingers active and you're reaching to the sky. Okay? And then bring ourselves all the way back up to center. Okay, so from here, let's reset. Come back to forearm. Once you come back to forearm, go ahead and come back to plank. With plank pose, let's hold here for 5 breaths. One more. Okay, now side plank. So step your left foot against the right, slide to the outside of that right foot. So you can stack your feet, hips, and shoulders. If this is already like too much, like, whoa, dude, bend your right knee and plant that right foot in front of the left leg. Pick up the hips, and the option to reach your right arm up. Give me 3 breaths here. Okay, meet me all the way back up to center. Come back to plank, reset. Take now that right foot against the left, and then roll to the outside of that right foot, stacking the feet, hips, and shoulders. Again, this is already too much. Bending now the left knee, plant the foot, so you can lift the hips, and then option to lift that arm up. 3 breaths here. Okay, and then we all meet back up to center again. All right, next, we're gonna go back to that forearm plank. Slowly come back down. Okay, from here, take that left arm across. We're gonna slide again to the outside of that left foot. Taking now the ball as an option. Reach that weight up to the sky. Hold here for 3 breaths. Slowly release, switch sides. Again, you guys could always keep the hips down, work on upper strength here. Lift, take the weight with you, and reach. 3 breaths. Okay, and then maybe all the way back up to center. Okay, we're going to step this up a little bit. So start off with your forearm plank, lift. And then come up to plank, lift, and then take the left foot against the right, spin to the outside. Get option to reground your right foot, and then take ball with you, and lift. Hold here for 3 breaths. Gently come back to center, and then switch sides. Spin to the outside of that right foot. Stack here, or modify. Grab a hold of the weight, and and lift here for 3 breaths. You guys got that? Slowly come back down, reset, and come back to plank. Maybe you want to come down onto the knees, just like we started. Circle, circle, and let's shake the energy off. All right, moving on, let's add. Come back to forearm plank. Forearm plank, left arm to the side, or left to the center, stack. So we're gonna start off nice and slow here. Take that ball onto the right. Reach the ball up and over the head. As you exhale, we're gonna add here. Bring the knee to the elbow and extend. Choice to leave the hip down, knee in, and extend. We're gonna do 8 of these. So here's 3. Extend. Here's 4. Extend. Okay? Option to lift. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bring yourself all the way back to center. Switch your sides. Come over to the right side. Land it here. Again, starting all low to the hips if you like. So on the exhale, your elbow. 2, 3, 4. Option, lift the hips and the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come all the way back to center. Replant palm, forearm. Plank. Alright, here we go. Nice clean plank again, you guys. This time, go ahead and stack over to the left side. Grab the weight. Option, stack the right foot. Okay? This time we're going to do some dips here. So take your right arm, dip it down, and then as you exhale, lift. So inhale, dip it down, and lift. Inhale, dip it down, and lift. Dip it down, and lift. Again, option to just come to plank, dip it down, and lift. 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 Slowly come back to plank. And then we go onto the right side. So spin to the outside of that right foot. Take the ball with you. Maybe you start off with that left foot down and reach the arm. So as you inhale, dip the hip with the arm and exhale lift. Dip it down and lift. Dip it down and lift. Dip it down and lift. Option to do side plank. Lift. Inhale. Lift. Inhale. Lift. Inhale. Lift. Repeat all the way back to center. Always take the breaks as you need. God knows I need them. Tuck the toes, sit up, and circle. Circle. Okay. Here we go again with the planks. So option now is to not use the balls in this particular exercise because we're going to come to plank and add leg lifts. So nice clean plank first. And then go ahead and pick up your right foot. Point your toes out. Hold here for 3 breaths. As we inhale, we're going to push back into 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow, plank. Inhale, again, lift up. Exhale, bring it to the tricep. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the knee to the armpit. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the knee to the tricep. Option to bend the elbows and comfortable plank and hold here. 3, 2, and 1. Reach all the way up. And exhale back to down dog. Go ahead and bounce one heel off the floor at a time. Breathe. Next round, come back to plank again. Lifting left leg. Point the toes out. Give me 3 breaths here. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, plank, knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee, left tricep. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee, armpit. Here's the moment you're waiting for. Inhale. And exhale, knee, tricep, bend the elbow, stack. 3 breaths for 1. 2. 1 more. Inhale back up. And exhale down up. March in place here. Couple more breaths. So we come back into plank, lifting your right foot. Option now is to come up onto your left fingertips or bring the ball with you and extend it out. 3 breaths here. Find balance. Release. Release the palm. And then come back to down dog. Reset. Whew. It's not easy, folks. It is fun once you get the hang of it. And then meet me all the way back to center. Next, lift, left leg. Same deal here, point the toes, get stable, and come up high onto your right fingertips. Option to take a ball and draw the arm out. And hold for 3, 2, get your shake on, woo, release, and send it back. And bend 1 knee at a time, march. And then slowly come down onto the knees, child's pose. And then slowly rise. Go ahead and sit up onto your heels again, and roll. And roll. Shake the energy out. I want to go ahead and lean over to the balls here and take the balls underneath the wrist and your forearm and just roll it up and down. Last thing we're going to do is counter all those planks, you guys. So now, come up to seated, so you can set up for reverse tabletop. So using the palms behind you, either face the fingers towards your hips or towards the back of the mat, wherever you feel most comfort for the wrist here, because we're going to step on our feet and lift here. So as you lift, you're pumping your chest towards the sky, and then let the throat, your chin open up towards the back. Hold here. 5 breaths. For those of you super hardcore, you want extra, you can always step your feet out. And if you do so, press your feet and your toes down and lift. 2 more breaths. And then slowly come back down to seat. All right. So that pretty much concludes today's workout. Oh boy, I'm pretty winded. I love core work, but man, planks are intense. Shake the energy off. Thanks again for joining me today, you guys. Until I see you guys again, may the balls be with you.
mean,